Hello, everybody. This is Gary. Today is September 5th, 2021. It's 3:47 a.m. in the morning in Rochester, New York, in the USA, Eastern Standard Time. I just thought I'd do a quick video on my schizophrenia update. I'm having a little bit of insomnia, getting difficult to sleep. Um, I took my medication. Um, I also took the Klonopin to help me calm down. I was restless and woke up about, I don't know, about 2, 3 o'clock. Kind of hard to say how long I've been up. Just having difficulty sleeping. Hopefully I'll be able to fall asleep again in a little while. I did go to bed too early. I went to bed around 6 p.m., so it's probably why I woke up in the middle of the night. I'm generally doing okay. My hallucinations aren't too bad. My paranoia is not too bad. I just have a lot of racing thoughts about a lot of different stupid topics that don't really matter all that much. Things are actually going pretty well from an objective point of view, but subjectively, I have a lot of things on my mind, including money, which I guess a lot of people these days are worried about. It's hard to make ends meet these days with inflation and rising food prices, um, rising rents. Some people are facing eviction. I'm luckily not facing eviction. I consider myself lucky in that regard. I just recertified and renewed my lease for my apartment. If I have a place to live, I'm luckier than most. Notice how I don't use the word blessed. I use the word lucky because I don't believe in God. I don't believe there are blessings that come from God or gods. Um, like I said in one of my other videos, it's been very important for me is I believe that my religious beliefs are dangerous to my schizophrenia, added to religious delusions and hallucinations. So I became an atheist. Um, uh, might cook something to eat in a little while. Um, the temperature in the room is pretty good. It's not as hot and as humid as it's been. That's been one of the reasons that I had a lot of insomnia. But it's cooler out today. It's September, weather's starting to get cooler here in Rochester, New York. I don't know what the weather's like in the part of the world that you're in, but um, it's getting more pleasant around here in Rochester. Um, having a Tomorrow's Labor Day, which is Monday. Today's technically Sunday since it's past 3:30 in the morning. I have to see my doctor because I had some parasites in my intestines, and they don't know what it was. It was so rare that my doctor didn't know what the hell it was when she was looking at it, so she sent it up to the laboratory to determine what the hell it is. It looked like a big white grub that you might find in the ground, except it was in my stool, and there was quite a few of them. It wasn't a tapeworm. It wasn't a worm of any kind, like so many parasites are. And it wasn't a microscopic parasite. It was easily visible. It was about 1.5 inches long. Um, the nurse and the doctor and the nurse practitioner had no idea what the hell it was. I have no idea what the hell it is, and they can't begin treatment for me until they know what the hell the parasite is. Um, so once the laboratory examines it, they'll give me treatment options. Because of the holiday weekend here in the United States, it's Labor Day on Monday on September 6th. Everything's going to be closed, including my doctor's appointment. So I won't know the results until Tuesday, probably. And then we'll go from there and find out what medication is best to eradicate the parasites. Um, it's just an uneasy feeling to know that I have a parasite living inside of me, a living creature that I don't want inside of me, and it kind of makes my thoughts race. But like I said before, my thoughts are racing with a lot of other things that are not all that important. Um, I guess they call it rumination. It's not a sign of psychosis or schizophrenia. It's actually probably more of a sign of obsessive compulsive disorder, where you just have the same thoughts running through your head over and over and over again. It's hard to slow them down. That's why I took a Klonopin about a half hour ago. I'm only allowed one Klonopin a day, zero point 0.5 milligrams, uh, no more than that, because my psychiatrist is afraid that if we increase the Klonopin on a daily dosage beyond half a milligram, I will become addicted to Klonopin. And that's a legitimate theory. Uh, People with schizophrenia or anxiety or depression or psychosis or any other mental disorder have to be very careful about taking benzodiazepine drugs, whether it's for sleep or anxiety, because uh, high dosages are addictive. And if you abruptly stop one pen, you get really bad withdrawal symptoms to withdrawal that severe alcoholics have: seizures, hallucinations, vomiting, diarrhea. It's not a good idea to be on a high dosage of Klonopin, and it's not a good idea to be on it for more than several weeks at high dosages. And you should really stick to the lowest possible dosage for short periods of time, um, because Klonopin is a member of a class of drugs known as benzodiazepines. It includes Valium, Librium, Ativan, Xanax, um, and a few other drugs. They're all very dangerous. They're all to be used very sparingly in low dosages for only temporary emotional tension and stress or crisis. Um, I spent the past 4 months going through two surgeries and wearing a urinary catheter, which was finally taken out after I had surgery on my bladder. And I was using Klonopin to struggle with medical issues. But those medical issues have been resolved. I'm feeling better. I'm no longer wearing the urinary catheter that I wore for 4 months. So me and my psychiatrist, at least the plan for now, is to end my Klonopin at the end of September and slowly wean me off it and then stay off it for the time being. Klonopin can help with insomnia, but that's not a good long-term solution for insomnia. Um, I promised my psychiatrist that I'd start doing other things to deal with anxiety other than using Klonopin, like riding my bike, going for walks, exercising more, getting outside more, meditation. Um, if you're interested in meditation, there's a lot of videos on YouTube that are good for meditation. Whether you're spiritual or not, whether you're religious or not. I happen to be an atheist, which means I don't believe in God or gods or the supernatural. Um, so I don't use meditation for religious or spiritual reasons. I just use it to calm down. Um, there's a channel on YouTube that plays nothing but rainstorm sounds and lightning sounds, and it runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And all it is just the rain falling, the sound of the rain falling. And I use that for meditation. I find it very relaxing. And I did use it last night. And I did get some sleep last night. From the time that I fell asleep around 6 or 7 o'clock until about an hour and a half ago, I slept pretty soundly. Um, So meditation can help with insomnia. Somebody suggested in the chat on one of my other videos I get a cat to help relax me by just the animal being kind and purring and just generally having a relaxed atmosphere in the apartment. Um, I might get a cat or even a dog, a small dog. The apartment's not big enough for a large dog, um, but I'll have to pay an extra $300 security deposit to the landlord for a pet because pets can cause damage to an apartment. It urinates on the floor, it takes a shit on the floor. If it chews something up, it can damage the apartment. So the landlord asks for a $300 security deposit for any pets. And any pets that I get, of course, would have to be neutered or spayed and have all its shots and have an examination by a vet. The point being that a pet for a mentally ill person can be very important. It can provide companionship, it can cause a calming effect on anxiety. Um, but it's also important for the pet's sake that the person who's mentally ill can actually take care of the pet. And a lot of mentally ill people who are psychotic are not capable of taking care of a pet. They may even be cruel to the pet, intentionally or unintentionally, by not feeding it, by being violent towards it, by abusing it. Not all mentally ill people should have a pet for the pet's sake. Because some mentally ill people are just cruel and violent. Not all, but some are simply not capable of taking care of any kind of pet, whether it's a cat, a dog, a bird, or any other pet. Um, some people are mentally ill, especially if they're psychotic, are simply not appropriate for them to have a pet. But I think I am capable of taking care of a pet. I had pets when I was growing up. I had pets when I was living in group homes. I think I'm perfectly capable of taking care of a pet. And a pet can be an important emotional companion to someone who has a mental illness. So I've been thinking about going to the local shelter, which is known as Lollipop Farm, and getting a cat or a dog. Of course, it's important if you get a pet to feed it, make sure it's got plenty of water, make sure that you're not abusing it, that you're treating it well, that you take it to the veterinarian regularly. Um, so I think a pet could be useful for some people with schizophrenia who have proven themselves not to be cruel and inhumane people. Um, but that's pretty much all for now. I just made this video to rant. I'm having difficulty sleeping and I have a lot on my mind. There's not much else going on. I'm not hallucinating too badly. My depression's not all that bad. A little anxious, racing thoughts. Not much going on. But that's about it.